Hey y'all, welcome to another edition of This New Cabin. We have been up here sweating, sweating, trying to beat some of the rain. I pulled down some logs yesterday and today, and I put up another set on my walls. So now we are 5 tall, and they're just about as tall as an axe, so it's not too bad. It's looking good. We are looking good, and I've got one of my next logs right here. I've got a few more down up the hill to pull down, but so far so good. It is what it's looking like. And if you haven't been following, as soon as I cut the boards, this is my porch right here. This is my porch, but that one's gonna go up and probably to the back. It might go to the front. I think this one's gonna go to the front. I need a smaller one in the back, which I've got up the hill. It's no biggie. So anyways, we're sitting here, just sweat fest. It's about 11 o'clock-ish. So, yeah, getting all kinds of stuff done around here. Yep. So, I get the boards put on there. This is the porch. Deck will be out in this area right in here. And, yeah. So, this morning, as I was getting started, capped off a few bullets at the old coyote. I think I hit one. I have to go look. He was hyping, so I think I got him. I have to go look. It was a good shot on him, so. Yeah, don't want them coming over here and bothering me like they've been. Trying to warn them off. There's probably 20, 30 of them in that pack. And that's a little much for an old fart like me. But anyways, we are doing good on the cabin. As you can see, it's probably on the verge of a few feet tall now. Probably 3 foot. 3 foot tall. So I need it a little bit more than twice as tall as it is on the inside. Because I want the door opening right around 6 foot. So I've got to go get, if it's 5, pretty much 5 up and around. So I got to get 5 times 4 is 20 more logs, 25 more logs, about halfway there. So, yeah. That's just for the walls. And then I got to do stuff for the roof. I got to make my peaks. I got to make my trusses. I got to make some money. But anyways, no, we're just up here. The other day I put out a bag of corn. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's right there. And it's pretty much mostly destroyed. But we're going to let it go for a few days. It's going to be raining, so I won't be up here. I do have another bag right here of corn. So, yeah. And as I'm doing this, I cut a couple of these logs pretty long. Way long, because they were small around. So wasabi. Got to do those. I got to cut these on the ends. So, anyways, yeah, we're just moving and grooving. I still have yet to pick this stuff up back here. I'll do that soon enough. I could go get some more logs today, bring them down. Drag them down with the four-wheeler. I could put that other log up here, but it's gonna rain, so I'm not worried about it. Yeah, we are just kicking butt. So, this is how you build a log cabin. Lots of sweat. And since I have no plan on how I'm making this. This is the cool part. Do it without a plan. You can change your mind on the fly. Might have to do a little bit of, fixing stuff or whatever. That log right there, I had already spiked down right here, and it wasn't fitting right. And I was like, So I kicked it out, and since I drilled the holes, the spikes stayed in the log down here, so I just beat them down in there, and then when I put this one in, I spiked it down again. And then I put it over there because it's pretty straight. And I spiked down the one side, cut it, let that side fall down, spiked that one in, cut the little end off there, put this one up here. I had to cut a little bit off there, spike that one in, and then cut it for the door. Now I just rough cut it. I cut it small because the door is actually going to be bigger than that. So yeah, we're just having fun. We got some of our logs here for the deck when I start getting it going. The cooler. So yeah, we're just up here having fun. And as you can see, where the edge of my porch is, this log right here, I'm going to bring my come along up here. I'm going to hook onto that thing and hook onto this tree over here. And I'm going to pull that this way, like out to about in here. Maybe a little farther. We're going to pull that out for the brush pile. That way, we can get a four-wheeler in right here and go down the hill if we need to. Because I can cut some trees down there, hook them onto the four-wheeler, and drag them up here. Probably one at a time, maybe two. We'll see how it goes. I got my inner tubes for my trailer today, which means this afternoon I will be putting the inner tubes in my tires, get my little trailer going. That way I can haul some wood, haul some tools, haul all kinds of stuff, get all the stuff off my four-wheeler. I'm going to bring up my truck box, and I'm going to stick my truck box inside there because I can lock it up, and I'll screw it down to the floor just in case anybody comes up here and messing around. And instead of bringing my tools up every single day, I'll lock them up in that truck box because I got keys for it. But I'll put it over there, lock it all up, keep the tools up here. I'm going to take that chainsaw, my new chainsaw right here, take it back down to the house and leave it down there. I'll bring the 170 up here and leave it up here. And I'll get a couple chains and another bar for it. The bar looks all right. Chain is one of the small ones. I'll have to put one of my bigger ones on there. But yeah, rained a little bit overnight, so we got kind of a little bit of a muddy mess out here. Oh, I had, when I cut the trees up there yesterday, I hauled down a bunch of the top branches and stuff that I cut, and I put it over on here. There's a bunch more up there. I'm looking at them right there. We're going to haul all those down and put them over here. And this is going to hide from the second pump station right there. It'll kind of hide everything that I'm doing over here. You guys remember there was a round sitting right here. That's gone. That's getting busted up. And like I said, I got a couple rounds from down there and brought them up. I still have yet to go up there and cut all the rest of that cherry wood. There will be probably 10 rounds out of that stuff, so I can bust that up for firewood. I've still got a ton of this oak over here. Yeah! To bust up that thing. So we are going good. Yeah, I've got all this tree and all the top of it. And that's a branch right there. This right here was a tree that it hit, knocked over, so it's going down that way. So I'll take that, all of this stuff right here. There's part of a branch that's sitting right in here. I cut part of it off, see? And yeah, that tree tells you how big it was. I'm standing clean. Oh, I'm probably a good 15, 20 yards from the base of the hill. And another 30 yards up, there's a big stump right there. That's what this tree came from. I cut that thing because it was leaning over this way and it was kind of half dead and rotten and everything. So, well, it was dead. It wasn't rotten. It was just dead. And it was getting some rot on the outside, which is okay. But it was leaning this way, and I thought, man, in a big windstorm, that thing's going to come down on the cabin. So I cut that big boy down. You ought to have heard the crash when I did it. It just go whoop. And after that, I put up this stuff over here. But yeah, going down there. I wished I had my camera going about 15 minutes ago. Right before I started filming. I had a bear walk right up here. He got to this tree right here. This little one. He got right there, which is probably 20 yards, 25 yards from me. And he stopped and looked at me. And I had my rifle in my hand and shot up in the air and said, "Ho, bear!" And he took off running. Now, I don't know if it was the female or the male. But boy, that thing was lickety-split out of here. He's coming up here to eat the rest of these apple pieces and some of the corn. So, he'll be back up here later. But yeah, we're continuing on with my cabin. So, yeah, if you guys haven't figured it out, I've got most of these videos of this stuff on YouTube. So you can look it up. Anybody want to go look it up and sub my channel? And if you go to the channel, you're going to see what I did, how I built the old cabin. And now I've got the videos for the new cabin. There's over 200 videos. Getting close to 300 between the two cabins. So if anybody wants to go check it out, it's Scott Fisher 8102. Go check it out. Go sub my channel. You don't have to sub it. You don't even have to like it. Just go up there and take a look at some of the videos. It's pretty cool. That way you can kind of see what it looked like up here when I started versus what it looks like now. Now, I started this in April. So, it was early April. So, April, May, and June. We're just starting July. So, we're on our 4th month. The last cabin took me about 5 months to build. But the chinking went all wrong. I wasn't thinking when I did it. There's a bunch of things that I did wrong in that cabin. So, this time, we're correcting those problems. So, I had way big gaps in the walls. These aren't big at all. I can stuff chinking in there, no problem. All that moss that I've got that's down this entire creek, and it goes all the way. It's got like 2 miles. So I can get moss anytime I want. I just dragged down my little blue tarp there and go and get a few loads of moss. And I can chink this. Now I'm going to chink it after I get the walls up. Because I found out I was putting on a couple of these logs down here. And I had some chinking in here. I was putting the chinking in. And every time I pounded when I was spiking them down, the chinking would fall out. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to lay off of it and I'll chink these things nice and tight when I get the walls done. When I get done pounding on the walls. So, once I get to where the trusses are at, we'll be all right. I'll have the chinking in there. So, and when I get the trusses up, then I get to put I'm going to put a really crappy tarp. I mean, yeah, it's got some holes in it, but I don't care. What that's going to do is that's going to go on the inside, kind of waterproof it. So just in case the roof leaks a little bit, it'll run down that tarp. I can buy a brand new tarp put on there, but I've got an old used one. And it's got some holes about that big around in it, but it's no biggie. We'll put those holes where the actual boards are going to go, so it won't leak. Other than that, this be me. We're just up here sweating our butt off. I'm picking up all my tools and I'm getting down off the hill. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. It's been sprinkling on and off. And for the next couple of days, it's going to rain. So I'm just squaring everything up before I go down. So anyways, this be me. You be you. You be good. And until next time, ha 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 ha. See ya.